Hi guys, it's Lucy from BookWidgets, and today I'm showing you a brand new feature within BookWidgets. This video is all about randomizing questions, and I'm going to show you all the different optionalities and possibilities to randomize question within BookWidgets. We're gonna start with the most basic feature that you already know there is in BookWidgets, and that is randomizing your questions. So at this point, when I didn't put any settings in here, I just added all my questions of this worksheet, 32 different questions, and I want them to show all to my students, but in a random order. So now when I'm clicking preview, it's gonna start with this question. Mind my layout is also in a worksheet setup, so all questions will show below each other. So this is the first question, just as I've added them all to my worksheet. So the first option that you could do is just randomize all these questions by going to question order and numbering and then click random question order. Now it's not going to start with put these letters in alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, E. No, it's gonna give you a different order. So you can already see that it's a different question. So all your students will get a random order of questions, so the questions will not follow each other in this worksheet. Option 2 is going to a new option already. So we're keeping the random question order, and we can here see now that there is a clear button behavior. So when the student pushes the dustbin icon in their assignment, you can select what's going to happen. So you can choose don't select different random question when clear is pressed, or you can choose select different random questions when clear is pressed. So this means that when it's not enabled, I'm going to preview and I'm just gonna fill these out. Now I'm gonna click clear and I'm gonna still end up again in this question. Which letter comes last in the alphabet? Yes, clear. Students can just start over, but the order of the random questions is still the same. So now when I'm gonna change this, select different random question when clear is pressed. I'm gonna go to preview. Again, I get a new combination of random questions. When I'm doing the assignment, just doing it randomly, not checking whether it's correct or not. So when I'm doing the assignment, then click clear. Keep in mind that I started with this question, with this combination question. When I'm clicking clear, a new random set is gonna show up. Okay, so we have two options already, the normal random question order and the clear button behavior. This is new. We're gonna do something else. So we're gonna choose to have a different layout. So this is the third option. So first, it is important to create a question page. So we're gonna choose with the layout for multiple questions per page. So we've created one page now with all the questions below it. So now I'm gonna go to general options, question order and numbering, and I got another option here. So we have the random page order. So when I've added multiple pages, I can put them in a random order. Let's start with that. So I'm gonna go to my questions, and instead of just one page, I'm gonna create 2 pages. So in this case, I have 2 pages. Let's make 3 pages. Okay, so I have 3 pages. And normally when you didn't enable a random option, your students are gonna get page 1, have to fill out all the questions. They're gonna go to page 2, they get all the questions, and they're gonna go to page 3 to also complete those questions. So that is when it's not checked, random page order, it is just, they start with ABC, the easy questions, with some other questions starting from question number 12. And then we have page 3 starting from question number 22. No random order. Let's see if I choose random page order, what happens now. So now I'm going to go to preview. Okay. And you can immediately see, obviously, it will start from question 1. That's the first question students will get, so you will see that as well. But you can immediately see that this is actually page 2, because page 1 started with the easy random order, alphabetical order of A, B, C, D, E. My second page is that easier set of questions, and my third page is also another page. I think this was my second page. So the pages are now set in a different order. The questions in this page are fixed. But again, we can change that, but I'll show that later. Let's move down to the next new option. So we have the random page order, which is enabled, which is new. This is also new, random question selection or order on pages. So this is only showing up because you've created question pages for your questions in BookWidgets. So here are 3 options. You can generate a fixed question order for all pages. So even though your pages will be in a random order, all the questions will be fixed on that page. You can also choose a random question order for all pages. So when you have a random page order, also all the questions within one page will be randomized as well for your students. And then this one is very interesting, is page-specific question selection and question order. This means that you're going to choose for each page what the setup will be. It can be that one page has a fixed setup where the questions are in the normal order, and it can be that another page questions are in a random order, or also new, that you can select questions, that the computer will select an amount of questions from that page to kind of create a question pool to choose from, and where students only get a few questions out of that page. That's another one. I'll show you right away how that looks. So we're going to choose for page-specific question selection and question order. I also, again, get the clear button behavior to give you new questions, new random questions, or a new question selection when students push that clear button. Let's go to our questions. We have now the page-specific setup. So for each page, I have 3 pages. For each page, I can show the settings, and I can choose how the questions will be shown to my students. So at this point, it's a fixed question order. This means nothing will happen. Students will get your question in this order exactly as they're showing you as a teacher. You can also choose random question order. This icon will appear right here, and this means that for that page, only that page, question page, the questions will be in a random order. You see them here as 1, put these letters in alphabetical order. That's not necessarily going to be your first question. So page 1, random question order within that page. Here we're starting with put these letters in alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, E. And when I'm going to go to preview, you will see that these A, B, C, D, E, this question is still part of that page 1. You're actually seeing page 1, but the questions are in a random order, so they're going to start with a different question here. So that is the first option to choose. I'm going to just move on to another page here, and I'm going to let these be in the fixed order, just like this, fixed question order. So my students at page 2 are going to start with put these words in alphabetical order with this question. Let's go to preview to really show that that is indeed happening. So again, the random order, we're gonna go to the next question, and we do have that first question that comes in first because it's just gonna take the order I selected. Okay, here comes the special one. So for page 3, I'm gonna do something special. So when I'm gonna click show settings, I'm gonna choose for random question selection. So the computer is gonna random select an amount of questions out of this question page for your students. So it's gonna serve as a question pool to draw questions from. So random question selection, I want to select 5 questions from this page. So out of all these 11 questions, I only want 5. And I also need to put a score for each question to make sure that the score is going to be the same. So if the score wasn't the same before, it needs to be the same now because another student can get a different set of 5 questions. And if the score is not the same, it's not honest and fair compared to the other student. So you need to make sure that the score is at the same level. Make sure to check out the information tags to learn more about this feature. Okay. The page now has a dice here, and this dice is just there to immediately show you as a teacher that there's gonna be a random question selection set up for this page. Let's see how that looks. So here to read this, so question 22 to 26 are gonna be coming from this group. We can't say whether it's gonna be the first, the second, the third, the fourth, or so on, but it just shows you that within that scope between question number 22 and question number 26, 5 questions are coming from there. I'm gonna go to preview. I'm gonna start all over. We have the first page where the questions are in a random order. We have the second page, question page, where the questions are in a fixed order. And we have the third page where there's a random question selection of 5 questions. For your students, it's just going to show this is question 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So you can see I cannot scroll down. So these are the questions that are selected for this student. Good to know is that another student obviously will get a different question selection. So no student will have the exact same assignment when I'm choosing this option. Also, nice to know is again that clear button behavior. When I'm choosing to give my students a new selection of questions when they hit the clear button, for example, they have created a homework task and later on I want my students to use the homework again to practice. So it's kind of a practice set I'm creating because every time they're doing that widget, they're getting new questions. We start here with which word comes first alphabetically and then which word comes last alphabetically. We'll go ahead and click the clear button and see what questions they're getting. Clear, you can see there are 5 different questions. Which word comes first alphabetically? Okay, we had this question, but it's a random selection, so it's possible that we have this one as well. And then order these words starting with a U, starting with a W, planet, plastic. Yeah, so these are different questions that we had before. I'm gonna give you another use case, which is also used a lot, and that's gonna be to start with just one question page, worksheet style, to create just one test with 30 questions where I'm gonna choose just a set of questions to show you. So I'm gonna move to just a plain worksheet page. Yes, but to have that option of a question pool, I do need to create a page out of it. So I'm gonna go from worksheet, which deletes all my pages, to just creating one page, multiple questions per page. Then it is normal that we're going to go to general, question order and number, and make sure the setting is set on page specific question selection and order, to go back to my questions and to go to the page and choose a random question selection. Here I'm going to choose from all the questions in here to select 5 questions on a score of 2 for each question. You can see that the score is now consistent throughout all the 32 questions in here. You can see that 1 to 5, questions 1 to 5 are gonna be drawn from this question pool. So one page, that's it. Making sure you have the random question selection on. And now when you're sharing this worksheet with your students, all your students will have a different set of practice questions. Let's go to preview. So in this case, I'm starting with put these letters in alphabetical order. So I have a few questions in here. Now I can go to the dustbin, start over to get a new set of questions. Here you go. So you can see that the question set is completely different. So at this point, your students can take different tests, but they can also just continue practicing by constantly pushing that dustbin and get a new set of questions. Okay. You might be wondering how you're gonna work with questions that have a different difficulty level. In that case, you're gonna have to create the different pages based on a difficulty level. So make sure all the questions with the same difficulty level are together. So for example, my first 10, 11 questions are easy questions. So I'm gonna choose to split my page right here. So my first page has easy questions. My second page has questions with an intermediate level. So I'm gonna split it right here. And my last page has harder questions. So I could say that, for example, I want 5 questions from the easy one. I want 6 questions from the intermediate one. And I want 7 questions from the hard one. So at this point, it doesn't matter which questions my students get, they all have the same difficulty level within the same question page. It is very important that you level them up together so that difficulty levels are put together, because otherwise, if you do just one page with all your questions and there are some very hard questions in them, it might be that one student gets, just by accident because it's random chosen, gets the really hard questions and another student doesn't get the hard questions. So this is a very good tip to really take it on this way, to create different pages for different difficulty levels within your questions.